dense, whispering woods stood Blackwood Manor, a decrepit relic of a bygone era. Its once grand facade now crumbled and overgrown with ivy, casting eerie shadows under the moonlight. The mere mention of its name sent shivers down the spines of locals who whispered tales of its haunted past. As a thrill-seeker always drawn to the unknown, I couldn't resist the temptation to explore this infamous abandoned house. On a chilly autumn evening, with a sense of both excitement and trepidation gnawing at my core, I ventured into the depths of the forest. The trees seemed to lean in closer, as if warning me to turn back, but my curiosity propelled me forward. The path leading to Blackwood Manor was obscured by tangled undergrowth, as if nature itself sought to conceal the secrets of this forsaken place. As I approached the looming silhouette of the mansion, a cold breeze whispered through the trees, carrying with it an otherworldly chill that prickled my skin. The front door creaked open with a haunting groan, as if beckoning me to step inside. With each creaking floorboard, the house seemed to exhale a sigh of ancient sorrow, as if lamenting its long-forgotten glory days. I stepped into the foyer, where dust motes danced in the dim light filtering through the cracked windows. The air was thick with the scent of decay, mingled with a faint hint of something more sinister. Every shadow seemed to shift and stir, as if concealing unseen eyes that watched my every move. My heart pounded in my chest as I made my way through the labyrinthine corridors, each step echoing in the oppressive silence. Paint peeled from the walls like the skin of a forgotten memory, revealing glimpses of faded wallpaper adorned with once vibrant patterns. It was as if the very essence of the house had been drained away, leaving behind only a hollow shell of its former self. As I ascended the staircase, the floorboards groaned beneath my weight, protesting my intrusion into this realm of darkness. At the top of the stairs, a door stood slightly ajar, its warped frame beckoning me closer. With trembling hands, I pushed it open and stepped into the room beyond. The chamber was bathed in an eerie half-light, cast by the sickly glow of the moon filtering through tattered curtains. Furniture lay scattered about in a state of disarray, as if the room had been ransacked by some unseen force. But it was the figure standing in the corner that froze the blood in my veins. A woman, clad in a tattered gown that hung in tatters from her emaciated frame, stared at me with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce through to my very soul. Her lips were twisted into a grotesque mockery of a smile, revealing rows of yellowed teeth that glistened in the faint light. I tried to scream, but no sound escaped my lips as the figure began to glide towards me, her movements unnaturally fluid. Panic gripped me as I stumbled backwards, my feet tangling in the debris strewn across the floor. With a desperate lunge, I managed to break free from her grasp and flee from the room, the echoes of her laughter echoing in my ears. I stumbled blindly through the corridors, the walls seeming to close in around me with each passing moment. Shadows danced and flickered at the edges of my vision, taunting me with their elusive forms. It was as if the very fabric of reality was unraveling before my eyes, and I was powerless to stop it. At last, I burst through the front door and into the cool night air, gasping for breath as if I had been submerged beneath the suffocating weight of the house itself. The woods whispered and murmured around me, as if sharing in my terror. As I made my way back through the forest, the moonlight casting long, twisted shadows across my path, I couldn't shake the feeling that something lingered behind me, watching and waiting. Blackwood Manor may have been just a house, but its darkness had seeped into my very soul, leaving me forever haunted by the horrors that lay within its walls.